Today we have a review of the Article Krossa 65-inch Executive Desk. This desk may or may not, if you purchase it from Article, be delivered to you, and it's delivered and assembled. So I'm going to show you how to assemble this desk if you get it unassembled. Before I do that though, my name is Everett. I do reviews on furniture and mattresses, and this is my opinion on this piece of furniture here. What I tell you here, it's based off what I've gotten off of Article's website and what I know about furniture and feedback from customers. This is not a paid review. Article is not paying for this. So this is just a beautiful piece I come across. And if you're looking at buying this desk, I thought this might be helpful to you. So let's get on with it here. So like I said, it's 65 inches wide. I don't have the length and height for you, but I can put that in the description. You have 3 drawers here. And they're soft close drawers too. So if you close, it seems like that's what Article's doing. It has one shelf in there. I haven't taken the packaging material out. This is all new, so all that stuff's in there and ready to be set up. The nice clean lines, basically. It does have, and you'll see it in the assembly, but there is inside this cabinet, there is the ability to put cables if you want to put computer hardware or something inside there and such. They do a really good job of hiding how you assemble this. So you'll see in the assembly, a lot of it, all the bolt holes and connections and stuff are hidden either in the back of the desk, like back here. You'll see that there is some assembly of bolts and such. But by and large, even if you were using this as an executive desk that you had in your office that somebody'd walk up, you're not really going to notice it. So it has a really nice, fit and finish here, and a beautiful piece. So what I'll do next here is I'll move on to the assembly portion of it. So you're going to enjoy this part because I made some mistakes. So we have the 65-inch Krossa Executive Desk out of the box, and by the way, this is the box here that it's going to come in. I don't know if I have that in the shot. So that's what it's going to look like when it's shipped to you. You got to take it out of, and essentially this is what it's going to look like here. So I've laid out all my hardware, like I've told you in the past. Make sure you put all the washers and stuff on your hardware and lay it out. Make sure you have everything. This way, when you get into the assembly process, you're not missing something. And this happens more often than not, where you might have extra pieces and then you're worried, like, what did I do? So count it first, do that. It takes a second, do that first. Before I get started assembling this, let me show you something about that you got to do with this desk before you can put it together. Okay. So you notice that it has 3 drawers on one side of the desk and one door with a shelf. You're going to need to open this up because inside here there is bolt holes to connect the legs. Same with the drawers. Now these drawers are, I don't want to say they're a little different, but they can be. If you've never seen the bottom of this drawer, it has 2 light green pins, and you're going to have to take these apart. Oops, and you're able just to pull that out. So that's something to be aware of, because when you have it the other side up, you can't see those. So you'll need to know how to take your drawers out and such like that. So there you go. Next thing we got to take a look at is what side you're going to start on. I'm going to start on this side by the drawers. As you can notice here, there's some dowels that you're going to have to put in. And this dowel, let me get around the back here, is flexible. And that's for the adjustment. So, and then there's going to be 3 holes, 3 bolt holes there. And on the back side, oops, sorry, the lighting is not that great. You have 3 on the back side here. And inside here, you have 2. 1, 2. Just like on the other side. So keep that in mind. Okay, now it's time to put the executive desk together. I've laid out all my hardware and my pieces. Like I always say, make sure that you put your washers and everything on the bolts to make sure you have all your pieces. It takes a little bit of time, but it's a time saver because then you don't get through the project and end up with extra parts or missing parts. So I'm going to start on this side because this is the side I just showed. And you're going to have to line up your the dowels, one dowel moves as I've shown with the leg. I'm lost for words for a second there. With the leg there, so that may take a little finagling there. Doesn't matter how you put in your bolts, just put them in finger tight, and don't tighten them all the way down either yet. Make sure you get all of your bolts in before you tighten them. We are going to tighten this one all the way. Normally I wouldn't do that, but the instructions call for that because we're going to be putting this bridge arm or a bridge in there for extra strength, and it does call for this being solid. It makes the installation a lot easier. So I just wanted to let you know that. So don't tighten it until you get them all in there. Not a big deal. Okay, let's see here. And you can use a drill if you want. Make sure you just put it on as low of a setting as you can. Always put these in with your fingers. Make sure you're not cross-threading anything. If you do, it's a mess. And that's a big mistake that delivery people make. They'll use a drill to put it together because they're in a hurry, and they'll just zip them in. And I've seen it happen more than once, and I hate to say it, I've done it myself, but I have. You zip it in, you cross-thread it, and you ruin the threads, and there's just no fixing it without getting another piece. So it's better just to take your time, put these in with your fingers as best you can, and then if you want to use the drill, then, like I said, lowest torque setting you can go, tighten it up, or just use an Allen wrench. So that's what I'm doing here. And it don't take that long. So this is not like, they say this installation is a 3 out of 5 for complex. Yeah, I guess. It's not the most difficult. I mean, taking the drawers in and out, if you've never done it before, can be kind of a pill. But like I showed you, it's just, you just have to undo those 2 tabs and you got it. So, okay. So a few more here and we'll have this side done. Okay. It's nice and tight. And when we right the desk back up, that's when we'll put the drawers in. So I obviously did it upside down. I don't recommend that. Take the drawers out before you flip it over. So when you take it out of the box, take the drawers out immediately and leave them out until you're done with the installation. And all 3 have to come out. I thought maybe I could just remove 1 or 2. No, they each cover one of the holes. It's kind of a pain. Anyways, now we're going to come to the difficult part of the installation, if you want to call it that. And I've done this, I've taken this apart and put this together a few times. So the instructions that they give you are actually pretty good. So what you want to do, put the other side in. So line up your dowels, take your long bolts, and just put them in, I don't know, lightly put them into the insert. So don't crank it down, just enough that it's going to keep the piece from falling out. That's what you really don't want it to do. It's fall out and fall on the ground. You want it to be in here so that it can still move around a little bit, so you can put this bridge in with little resistance. If it's tight, it's not going to go in. So okay, there we go. Also, so here, there's a half circle washer on here. You got to make sure to get that right. And this is the Allen wrench I was talking about. It's got a little groove right there so that you can swivel. It makes it nice. So I'm going to start on this side here because this is the side that you're going to put your bolt in first, and you got to make sure that you get this half circle in the correct position. I didn't do that correctly the last time I did this, so. And this is where it gets fun because the bolt is not going to line up exactly correctly with the hole. So you're going to have to help it here. And that might mean you have to stick your Allen wrench or a screwdriver in there to raise it up. It just doesn't seem to want to line up correctly. There's always a snag when you're putting something together. It's never going to be easy. And so you can tighten this side up and make it easier when you do that side there. Okay, there we go. Tight. Same thing on this one. Make sure your half circle washer is in the correct position. And we're just going to stick that in there. And no, it's not going to line up. There we go. It lined up that time. So if you got to play with it, that's just normal. They do that because that way when you're putting together this piece of furniture, everything doesn't have to be precisely lined up. So in the manufacturing process, it gives them room to, they make a mistake. They don't cut something right. And so then that way it cuts down on waste. Okay, I'm not going to tighten that all the way up. I'm going to leave a little play in it because I still got to put these in. And I do all this fun stuff here. These are going in nicely. A couple on the other side were not going in as smooth as I'd like. And that's going to happen. So just expect it. These are really going in nicely. Yeah, you never know. I've put together furniture for years and years and years, and sometimes you'll do the same piece of furniture over and over again and never have a problem, and then you'll get that one. You're like, oh, great. And stuff. But just enjoy the process. It's a nice, beautiful desk that you bought and taken home, and so don't rush it. I'm actually probably going faster than you should have to. Just take your time. Have a cup of coffee, soda, pop, whatever. Enjoy it. There you go. I don't know how long this is taking me, but it should probably take you, it takes you 15, 20 minutes taking your time. That's not too bad. You're going to probably spend more time on packaging the thing and taking the styrofoam off than you will actually doing this assembly. Okay. Now I'm going to come back up here. I haven't tightened these yet, but I'm going to tighten this one down just so I don't forget. Don't forget that. That's important. Okay. 3 left and we're done. At least with that part of it. Okay. And the last thing you want to do after you finish this is just go around and double check your work. So make sure you tighten everything. Make sure everything's in good order. It's not something we typically do when we're in a hurry putting furniture together at a customer's job, but more often than not, I've gotten used to doing it, just going back over everything because it's, well, as a delivery person, it can get expensive if you have to go back to somebody's house and such. So we don't want to do that. There you have it. It's put together. What I gotta do is flip this over and put the drawers in it, and that's where you'll see me next. Okay, now that we got the desk right side up, and as you can see, we have it there ready to go, but no drawers. One of the things that I forgot to mention that you should do when you take your drawers out, stage them so that you know how they go back in. So there's no guesswork. So the one that is sitting on top of the other drawer is actually the first drawer to go in the bottom here. And I'm going to kind of show you how easy this is. And it does show you in the instructions that you should tilt it up a little bit. Hopefully I can do this. I don't know. I may really not make this a good process. Push it in, and maybe it'd be better if I just put you back up here on tripod. There you go. Okay. Anyway, so you tilt it up and in. Oh, and I didn't get it in there. It really does require 2 hands. You'll feel it kind of snap into place, and then when you push the clips on the bottom, they're going to push in, and there you go. No, that's not correct. If you push it in and feel resistance, it wasn't done correctly. You're going to be pushing it all the way to the end of the rails. There we go. Maybe that's right. There you go. So I'll show you here on camera again. So honestly, should just be really, really smooth. If it's not, then you did something wrong. But you're just wanting to push in. There's holes here drilled, and there's some pins on the back side of this. Boom. If you don't get it right the first time, it's okay. I mess up too. So it's just something to expect. Especially, I put together so many different things. There's no way I would know how to do everything. Nope, I did that one wrong, see? And it lets you know right away. No. Okay. I jinxed myself. Well, I've jinxed myself pretty good there. It's the opposite side here. Oh, you're not, there you go. Okay. Like I said, you'll do this a million times, and one time something's going to be difficult. So if you run into that problem, be patient, don't get upset, back up, try it again, see what you're doing wrong, and you're all set. But here you have it. The Krossa Executive Desk. Beautiful desk. Got the nice drawers and the shelf there. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the desk and my mishaps in putting it together. It's just, I'm not going to cut that out. I'm just going to leave it in there so that you see that even professionals have problems. Just expect it. It is what it is. So thank you for coming by and watching this today, and you have a wonderful day.